Greetings, people of the world. Matthew back with you here at Novora Autism with a bit of an announcement before we get this video underway. Just reminding everyone that this coming Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 Pacific, I will be doing my live Twitch stream in support of World Autism Awareness Day. And so I certainly would encourage you to come and to visit me at twitch.tv/Novora_autism for a wonderful time in support of World Autism Awareness Day, and help me to let everyone know that when it comes to people with autism, we are here. Greetings, people of the world. Matthew back with you here at Novora Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. It is day 6 of 75 here for EDSS here in the Realm Reborn, and yesterday we met up with quite an eclectic mix of characters, which included but was not limited to a talking crystal, a girl wearing a blindfold, a dwarf wearing a monocle, and a dark-skinned, white-haired, red-eyed freak of nature that was trying to challenge us and almost threatened to kill me, but chose not to. So yeah, quite an exciting day yesterday. So now we are moving on to our new set of challenges. So we've come back here to the Bannock, south of Gridania, and we are going to take on some of the various challenges that are available here in the Bannock before we talk to Galfred again. So let's start by talking with these two, Subkanamazome and Moralin. So I want to talk with Subkanamazome first. So she has a level 5 quest called Idle Initiatives. Subkanamazome, a soldier at the Bannock, wants you to track down some initiates that failed to appear for training. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good already. Oh, perfect timing. I was just looking for a likely lad to track down some twin adder initiates. 3 of our newest recruits have failed to report for training. Exhausted from a month of solid drills, I expect. Considering their current physical state, I would rather that they wandered far. Oh gods, please don't mention wild beasts, or blood. They're fine, I'm certain of it. Seek out my wayward troops and tell them to report back to me on the double. And so we shall do just that. So, yeah, we're in an area where we have the yellow circle, or no, the red circle here, but we do see the yellow icon that tells us that we are finding the person that we need to speak to. Well, one of the main immediate way, a slumbering initiate. Let's wake him from his sleep. Just a few moments, mother. Oh, Sergeant Kamazon. Oh, F droppings. I must be late for training. Yeah. Get up, young man. You've got some work to do. Yeah, and the rain has stopped and the sun has come out. How convenient is that? So yes, let's continue going around the perimeter to see if we can find the other 2 recruits. They should be around here somewhere. Yes, here's another one. A meditating initiate. Hello there. Can you not see that I'm attempting to become one with the nature? Leave me be, good sir. Yeah, suddenly he gets startled. What? Sergeant Kamazon sent you? Matron's teats, I better get back before she makes her boot one with my backside. Yeah, you'd better. Yeah, especially with that kind of description. Alright, so we should find one more somewhere around here. You are not who I am seeking. Where can we find initiate number 3? Pray tell. All I know is that I have to stay within the confines of the red circle, and I should be able to find this particular individual. Should be looking around here somewhere. Yes, daydreaming initiate right here. And this one looks to be female in nature. Such a soothing sound. One day I shall build a home by the river. Yeah, meanwhile, hello there. What? You say the sergeant's looking for me? How long have I been here? What bell is it now? Stand aside, I must make haste. And so she's off. Mission accomplished. So let's go back to Subkanamazome. And let's put a little enthusiasm into this return to her. So let's make our way to her right now, and let her know that her initiates have returned, safe and sound. No, you're not who I want to talk to. You're the one I want to talk to. Thank you, Edie. All the initiates are now present and accounted for. It's always the same, you know. A handful of recruits invariably lose focus a short while after being assigned to the new unit. That first rush of tension and excitement wears off, and the strain from constant drills begins to show. Reprimanding them isn't always the best solution, though. I've their morale to think about, after all. Still, I might give them a quick blast for good measure. What can I say? This is one battle I am not afraid to fight. And so, we've completed the quest, and 560 experience points and 135 gil is ours. So now let's talk to her friend, Moralin, and see what he has to say. Now, level 7 quest, Splitting Shells. Moralin, a serpent at the Bannock, is seeking a volunteer to gather materials used in the training of recruits. So let's see what he has to offer us. For 1,120 experience points, that's pretty good experience for this early on. Ho there, adventurer. If it is work you seek, then look no further. Instructor Marustel needs a volunteer to bring him some bog Yalzon shells for the recruits to practice on. You'll find Yalzons in the river south of here. Once you deprive the carapaces from 4 of the creatures, take them to the instructor. Yes, definitely one of the more intimidating quests because bog Yalzons are definitely one of the harder enemies to defeat around here. I mean, you saw the weaker versions of them, but the stronger versions of them, not so much. I mean, here's one right here that's already being attacked by someone else, so we'll leave them be to that. But you are all mine. You are all mine, and I'm going to make an example out of you. Now, these things can hit you quite hard, if their attacks connect, of course. Come on, get you down. There we go, there's one down. We've got one Bog Yarzon defeated. And here's a situation where we can see the little dots for the icons that lets us know exactly where these things are. I don't suppose this guy will mind me giving him a hand. I mean, it'll count towards his total and mine. Alright, there we go. There's a second. Should be able to find more of these guys by running down the river. Yeah, they're going to be quite the challenge if you don't know what you're doing. So we should find some more of these eventually. Where are they? I know they like to reside in the river. Okay, yeah, there's one. There's two, actually. Yes, there's two, and I will definitely take advantage of this opportunity to get my 2 remaining carapaces. Ready and go! Strike you down, you pesky little pest! Get you down, get you down. Alright, you're dead. Now for your friend. And by virtue of defeating 3 of these Bog Yarzons, we added another page to our hunting log. And get the experience bonus therein. So yeah, it works 2 ways for us. So there we go, 4 carapaces from Bog Yarzons. Let's be on our way back to the Bannock. And yeah, we're gonna have to go along the long way. Got to go around the long way. It may be a long way to run, but the reward will certainly be worth it. Alright, coming back to the Bannock. Has some Chigos, which are basically like mosquitoes around here. At least that's what they're shaped like. Yeah, you can see that they are shaped and designed just like mosquitoes. And who doesn't like to swat a good mosquito off of them? But of course it leaves you a little parting gift in return. Master Marostel, have you come to train? No, I've come to give you your carapaces. Not a new recruit. Then, the Yarzon shells I ordered Moralin to requisition. I see he's learned to delegate authority if nothing else. Now that I have these carapaces, I can set my recruits some specialized drills. They are already adept at hitting a target, of course, but they need practical knowledge of exactly where a monster like the Yarzon is most vulnerable. Thanks to your efforts, I've no doubt they will fare rather better against the creatures when called upon. You should be proud of yourself. Both they and the Bannock are grateful for your help. And so we get our 1120 experience, and a choice of 2 different dishes that can increase our stats temporarily, or we can choose to get the 10 pieces here for 25 gil piece. However, let me think about this. Well, you know what? I'm not really using this stuff all that much, and yeah, I can give you a minor boost in experience, but only for a half hour. I'm going to choose to take the 10 pieces. Because money isn't important now, but it will be eventually. Especially when we get to a very important part of the necessary actions here in A Realm Reborn. So now with their quest taken care of, let's talk to Galfred. And take on his level 6 quest, Eggs Over Queasy. Galfred, Chief Instructor of the Bannock, wishes you to collect Chigo eggs. Egg sacs. Sorry. A word, if I may. Injuries to several of my men have left me short-handed, and I require capable sorts to complete their unfinished duty. The task is simple. Put down as many of the local Chigo population as necessary to acquire 8 of their egg sacs. Having done so, you are to deliver them to Mongranen at Gilbert's Spire. He will answer any queries you might have. Now I have other business to attend to. And so, it is on. And yeah, I saw just out the corner of my eye where we could find some of these things. Yeah, there they are. Their icons indicating where they are right over this way. So, back to running through the river to slay some mosquitoes, even though they are not called so in this game. Alright, Chigo! Yeah, level 9s, but we gotta beat them up. We must beat them up and defeat them. For doing so will get me 8 of the egg sacs that they possess. Oh, hang in there. Hang in there, ED. You can do it. Should be dead soon. Yes, there it goes. There's one down. And thankfully these things are not feral, so you can attack them and they won't be provoked. They won't be provoked just by your mere presence, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, not easy taking on level 9 opponents, even though the experience level recommendation is a 6. So yeah, definitely be wary of that. And for those of you who wanted to know, you are actually capable of using your special abilities at the same time that you are executing normal attacks. If you have on the auto attack ability by holding down L2 and pressing circle, then you can attack automatically, and then you can use your special abilities on top of that. So you could be doing both at the same time, and that will make things go a lot more smoothly. Alright, heal myself just a little bit more. Alright, I'm good. Go. Go, ED. Go and defeat these crazy mosquitoes. Slice them up and acquire their egg sacs. Yeah, they'll be very gooey, very gross, but very necessary for our success. Alright, that one's dead. Alright, buy my time and then go. And I just want to get my HP a little on the safe side. Alright, and go! Yeah, 18 points. Not bad. Of course, it doesn't help if I am not all that good on the accuracy. That can break a chain and really could derail your chances of success. Alright. More over this direction. Alright, who's next? Take this! Take this, you vile fiend! I shall spear you and cut you up, slice you and extract your disgusting egg sacs because I can. Alright. Almost got this one down. Ooh, critical hit, and that makes 6 out of 8. 2 more to go. Get a little extra HP and attack! Yeah, you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere until I have extracted your egg sac from wherever it is you possess egg sacs. Likely in your thorax, because that's where they typically would be. At least I hope I have that right. Okay, one more to go. Build myself a little bit of HP before I start attacking you. Ready and go. And I want to get myself back into triple digits before I start attacking, just in case things start going horribly wrong and I have to beat a hasty retreat. Thankfully I'm doing so well it's not even making that much of a difference. Almost. One more will do it. There it is. Success! And we can get out of here. And run back to the Bannock to give Morangan his necessary set of 8 exacts. So there's Maristelle. So, yeah, it looks like Morangan is over here. Oh, and there were level 5s over here. Are you kidding? Well, hey, it actually worked out for the best, because attacking level 9 Shigos, I got more experience. Hello there. Oh, you must be the adventurer standing in for our injured companions. Terribly unfortunate business, that. So, here are the egg sacs you require. It seems, however, that you had little trouble gathering the egg sacs in their stead. Excellent work. I shall have them sent over to the Trappers League immediately. Lest you wonder, these egg sacs are not destined for the dinner table. Members of the Twin Adder and the Wood Whalers are assisting the League by collecting the samples they need to check for signs of sickness. The Chigo you see is one of the few creatures capable of transmitting the disease known as the Creeping Death. Until relatively recently, any Hyur who contracted this ghastly illness would almost invariably perish. Indeed, a single outbreak once claimed the lives of a third of the Hyurian population here in Gredonia. That was a long time ago, of course. With the medicines available to us now, the Creeping Death is not the killer it once was. Even so, it is best to halt any new outbreaks before they occur. Thus, we gather Chigo eggs on a regular basis in order to assist the Trappers League with their ongoing research. Your timely assistance is most appreciated. And with that, another 975 experience points, which will now put us over the top to get us to experience level 8. Huzzah! And we learn the ability Impulse Drive. And we also get a trait Enhanced Strength, so now our attacks are stronger. And Morangan actually has the next available quest for us here. So let's go ahead and give him a talking to. Surveying the damage. A guard at Gilbert's Fire named Morangan, damn, I'm constantly getting that name mixed up, needs you to recover the surveying equipment left behind in a cave by a startled recruit. Such an embarrassing turn of events. I sent a recruit from the Bannock on a surveying expedition only for the Craven to turn tail and flee at the first sign of trouble. This is not how we treat requests from the Conjurers, and as if such a poor showing were bad enough, the lily-letter Fred Halfwit left behind the surveying equipment provided by Hera Pauline herself. While I attempt to instill some backbone into this so-called soldier, would you mind recovering the survey gear and returning it to Hera Pauline at Gabino's Bower? According to my recruit's tale of woe, there should be a set of survey records, a surveyor's rope, and 2 boxes of surveyor's instruments strewn about the interior of a cave to the south of here. It's a wonder the damn fool didn't lose his boots. Matron, watch over you. Well, thank you very much. So now let's go ahead and do what he requires of us. So, yeah, Gavino's Bower not that far from here. We can take the bridge this time around. So yeah, we should be able to find... Yes, down here at the bottom is where the items are going to be found. And they're going to be all strewn across the river. Yeah, they're going to be laying here in the river, and we got to go get our hands on them. But that won't always be where they are, though. Because, as the map will indicate, some of it should be on dry land. At least I'm hoping that'll be the case. And someone's in trouble with their HP and they're running for their lives. And we could end up suffering a similar fate because we have to deal with more of these pesky bog Yarzons. And yeah, they will be in droves here in this place. So yeah, get ready for a most painful time if you do not know what you are doing. Finish it off, come on, finish it off. There it is. Alright, it's gone. Next up, go. And check every nook and cranny in this little tunnel that is made by the river, because this is where you can find a lot of the stuff that you require. Alright, it's dead. Okay. Now, here are the survey records, but let's kill this Yarzan first. Because, yeah, its mere presence can provoke an attack from it. Gotta make sure we stay alive for this quest because it is not the easiest thing in the world. Alright. See survey records and instruments. Oh, get it before the attack is confirmed. Got it. Alright, we're good to go. We are good to go. Let's make sure we stay on our feet. Got to stay on our feet in order to successfully complete this challenge. And now that one's dead. Alright, let's check to make sure nothing behind me. Good. Alright, gonna have to fight another Yarzan for the rope and the one of the two surveyor's instruments. Alright, go. Oh, bit of a miss there. Hopefully it's not a fatal issue. Alright, that one's dead. Get those instruments. Good. Alright, next up, the rope. Alright, one more bog Yarzan. Oh, this... we actually got a favor from another adventurer. They're slaying that bog Yarzan for us, which means we get an unrestricted line to the second box of surveyor's instruments. In fact, if it's... well, too late. Yeah, if the battle was still ongoing, I would have stepped in and tried to have been a good Samaritan to help him out, but he was able to do the dirty work himself, so no need to worry. He has survived. Alright, there we go. Now then, we're going to make our way now to Gabino's Bower, where we are to turn over the surveying equipment to Pauline. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a trek to get there, but nothing we can't handle. Because yeah, we've been holding our own. I mean, hey, we beat a bunch of level 9 mosquitoes, and that's nothing to sneeze at. Alright. Gabino's Bower should be this building right here. And it is. Run across the river. And step in. And let's see if we can find a door. Yes, right here is where it is. Open up. And there's Miss Pauline right here. Yes, may I assist you with some matter? Well, it is I who will be assisting you, Miss Pauline. Oh, but this is the equipment I left with the soldiers of the Bannock. Fled at the first sign of danger, you say? Oh, I see. While all is not lost, it appears the recruit managed to complete the surveying assignment. The records are actually quite detailed. With the changes wrought by the calamity, I thought it wise to send the Order of the Twin Adder on a number of expeditions to map the region's topography. As fortune would have it, the officers saw these tasks as an excellent opportunity to train inexperienced soldiers. We can no longer rely on our past knowledge of the Twelve's Wood. If we are to survive these troubled times, we must reacquaint ourselves with our surroundings that we may better discern the threats we face. Stay vigilant, adventurer. And thus, by so doing, we will get another massive chunk of experience and gil. And we can get some level 8 armor. I will choose to take the Kex. And so with that, we can now proceed to equip them. Let's click R1 and go into our armory chest to switch over to our new leggings, the level 8 hempen Kex, and equip those. Yeah, look how big these things are. Look big and long for that matter. Right, and Gabino also wants to offer us a quest. And it looks like Vito, who we crossed paths with before, is also wanting to get the attention of Pauline and Gabino. So let's talk to Gabino, and he has a level 8 quest called Parasite Cleave. Gabino at Gabino's Bower is looking for an adventurer to deal with a parasite funguar infestation. God's damned you mushroom-headed, spindly-legged, spore-spewing abominations! Suck the precious life out of my trees, will you? Damn you to the 7th. Oh, thank the patron, you look just like the sort to help me deal with this nightmare. Yeah, and it looks like I'm not the only one. My poor trees. Trees I have tended since they were scarcely saplings, I might add, haven't been infested with parasite funguars. If I let those pests have their way, my babies would be naught but dead wood before the week is out. Smear a little of this amber unguent on an infested tree, though, and the horrid creatures will drop clean off, allowing you to administer adventure-style vengeance. Did you hear that, you malignant toadstools? Your end is nigh! You'll rue the day you... My apologies, the wrath was upon me. Fear not, I am now quite calm. So the fungoids, bastards as they are, have attached themselves to 3 trees. Once you ground those treacherous mushrooms into a pulp beneath your righteous boots, come back and tell me exactly how it felt. Yes, this guy has issues. He has issues and we have to deal with them. Also, we can further add to our adventurers log for the Lanterns Guild by defeating these micro-chews. Micro-chews are smaller versions of O-chews, which are a notoriously annoying enemy in a number of Final Fantasy games, including 7 and 12. Yeah, O-chews can inflict various status ailments on you, and they are not all that pretty. The only thing worse than an O-chew in a Final Fantasy game is an enemy known as the Marlboro, which probably takes its name from the well-known brand of cigarettes, which is probably why its ability known as Bad Breath can pretty much hit you with every affliction underneath the sun in a Final Fantasy game, and will pretty much ensure you are dead. Oh, we got our micro-chews completed for the Lancers tasks, so yeah, we might as well just finish you off while I'm here. And now that you're dead, we can continue on. So yes, we can see the purple mist emitting. That lets us know exactly where these decaying trees are located. And for those of you wondering how you're able to jump, you just press triangle to do it. Alright, decaying tree. Let's spread some of the amber unguent, whatever it's pronounced, onto this decaying tree. And attack this parasite funguar. And it's a level 5, so it's not too devastating. At least it shouldn't be. Yeah, I'm gonna chop you up. Yeah, no mushroom omelet for you. Yeah, because you're parasitic. And now, over here, decaying tree number 2. And then... where are you? There you are. Take this! Take this, you vile mushroom. You vicious fungus. You're dead. One more to go. More amber. Yeah, rub on that amber. And make this mushroom come forward to face its destructive fate. At my hand, no less. And there we go. Victory is mine. And we can just walk right on over to Gabino and let him know we have accomplished the task. Alright, step on in and let Gabino know of our success. Well, did you take care of my fungal infestation? Yes, at last I can enjoy a restful night's sleep. I must say I'm glad to meet an adventurer of such talents. Just look at you in all your fungus-spattered glory. You have my thanks. So we get the various awards, 1275 experience, some wind shard, which we can use for crafting, but that will come later on. And we can also take one of 2 different options. Let's go with the leather mitts. Oh, and he has yet another one for us. Well, let's go ahead and equip our new gloves. So, level 8 gloves. Equip those to my hands. Perfect. And yeah, he's got another one. Let's see what he has next. Soiled the Spoilers. Gabino needs a reliable adventurer to cull the ever-increasing micro-chew population. Oh, we've already fought some of these guys, so this will be easy. Ah, it's you, Edie. After the thrashing you gave those infernal funguals, I do believe you might be the very person to solve another problem of mine. Micro-chews. These vile little beasts draw their sustenance directly from the soil. Ordinarily, the forest would only be too happy to provide, but these days there are just too many bloody of them. So many, in fact, that they are leaching every last nutrient from the ground. You'd think this soil was put here just for you and your micro-chew mates? Gah! I should go over there and, well, I'm not rightly sure what it is I should do, but someone should certainly do something, and soon, before I apologize. The rage, you see, it takes over, and there is naught I can do but fume and splutter. If you could see your way to exterminating 8 or so of these soiled spoilers, you would have my eternal gratitude. Once you've taken care of the micro-chews, I'd be grateful if you would report to Ealdfrith. You'll find him just outside. I hear the degradation of the soil has been much of a source of consternation to him as it is to me, and I'm sure he'd appreciate knowing the problem's been solved. And thus we shall do just that. Yeah, these things are bloody everywhere. So let's go ahead and chop up some evil live plants. And no, I did not ask you to be showing me my character's stats. I ask you to beat up a formidable bunch of plants that are destroying the soil of this beautiful land. Yeah, these microchews are everywhere. Everywhere! Now let's cut you up. You're down. Next up, go. Yeah. A level 8 challenge, but you're only experience level 6. Which tells me that the game designers at Square Enix do not think very highly of you. Nor do I. Alright, you're halfway through, and soon you should be completely through. Alright, next. Halfway home on the microchews. Well, a log in my way. Yeah, thankfully you can't trip over logs or rocks in this game. My hero is very sure-footed. EDSS is a fine warrior, and nothing can trip him up except for death. You're gone. Next. And yeah, your eyes do not deceive you. That was the actual name of this particular territory of the Central Shroud, the Naked Rock. Why they would give it that name, I don't know. But don't blame me, blame the people at Square Enix for giving it that name. Alright, yeah, these are level 8 microchews, so yeah, these are definitely a step up from the measly level 6s. Bring it on, you! Yeah, you can poison me, but the poison only lasts for 15 seconds, so by the time the poison has really taken effect, it won't have really made a difference. Right, you're dead. 2 more to go. Well, 1 more to go, actually. Well, I wonder where I picked up number 7. Yeah, I'm so enthusiastic about cutting up these things and destroying them that I'm not even aware of how many I've killed off. Alright, almost done. And that takes care of that. Alright, so we gotta go west to meet up with Ifaldrith. Or Eldfrith. Not sure how to pronounce that, but hey, I do the best I can to try and give it the proper pronunciation. So, yeah, he is at Gavino's Bower, just like everyone else is, but he's going to be outside. He's going to be right over here, actually, sitting at the bench, sitting at the table, and talking to what I guess would be a farmer or a cultivator of some sort. So you've slain a good number of those microchews? Well, that is a welcome piece of news. I was afraid old Gabino would take an axe in hand and try to hack apart the pests himself. Perhaps now his troubled mind might know some peace. You have my thanks. And so, we get another 1,275 experience points, plus our choice of 2 different types of belts. Well, we don't have a belt actually equipped to ourselves, so let's go ahead and take the leather belt. And by virtue of getting the experience from that particular challenge, we are now up to experience level 9. Yeah, things are just going so quickly right now for me. Alright, let's equip our first belt and increase our magic defense and regular defense further. Alright, so that means that all that is left now to take care of is the next important quest that Pauline wants us to do. So let's go ahead and see if we have enough time to actually take care of that. Level 9, Butcher of Green Tier. Pauline, a conjurer at Gabino's Bower, seeks an able adventurer to cull the local Hogula population. And look at the war we're getting for that. It's 1,620 experience points. If you might spare the time, Edie, I would have you thin the number of hoglets in Green Tier. While these beasts have always called the Tollswood home, their appetite has grown so insatiable of late that I fear they will devour every nut on the forest floor. The cycle of life cannot well sustain such gluttony. I must ask you that you slay 6 of the creatures. That sacrifice will be to the greater good of the Tollswood, I assure you. And so, that we shall do. 6 hoglets it is. That shouldn't take too long. So where can we find them? Okay, we're going southeast. Going in a southeast direction. Let's start running. I'm gonna go straight south and then we'll hang a right. helps when the transparent map can give you an indication of exactly where you're going while not losing sight of what you need to do. Alright, level 8 hoglets, here we go. Who's up for some pork tonight? Well, I know that people who are on kosher diets definitely would not be. Which is, do not hold anything against them. I respect what it is that they do, and how they choose to live their lives. I mean, everyone is not the same, we are all different. Alright. So, soon we shall have 2 down. Alright, you're dead. Ooh, but I'm losing a lot of my health. And, in addition to that, I have now crossed paths with what's known as a fate. A fate is a special challenge that you have to beat either X number of opponents or a really powerful one in order to succeed. And if you fail, then you lose, but if you are successful, you will get special amounts of experience and gil, as well as a special item. These things do pop up randomly, so always take into mind where these things could be, and if you're strong enough to defeat them, or if you require assistance from other people who are playing the game. And we add to our Lancer's killing log yet again, the hunting log, and get another 1,300 experience points. So yeah, we're doing well. And I think I'm actually helping out. Yeah, I think I've caught the attention of the big hog. And that is not what I want. That is not what I want at all, because, yeah, that thing is pretty strong. You need multiple people to slay it. Yeah, so be careful. Always take if you're ever going into such a fate where it's against a really powerful monster, always take into consideration that you should gain a few extra experience levels to be on the safe side. So always be careful of possibly getting yourself into a lot of trouble. Alright, just build myself a little more HP, and then we will slay our last hoglet. And then we will take the samples of pork back to Pauline. Don't worry, soon it will be all over. And there it is. Victory is ours. So now back over to Pauline. Running like crazy to Gabino's bower with all this pork I've accumulated. Yeah, I'm sure the people at Gabino's bower will definitely be dining well tonight. Miss Pauline? Oh, sorry. So I didn't want to talk to you, Gabino. I want to talk to Pauline. Yes, the elementals rejoice at your actions. The life of the force relies on a delicate balance, and the unchecked proliferation of beasts will mean a slow but certain death for the Trollswood. It is our duty to correct such imbalance, and swiftly, even if it means shedding blood. Though it may seem trivial, you have performed a vital service this day. May the elementals bless your future endeavors. So we get the 1,620 experience points, plus our choice of whether we want one of 2 different bracelets. We're going to go with the leather wristbands since they are better suited to being a warrior. Oh, and she has yet another important quest for us to take care of. And you know what? We're coming up on 40 minutes, so I think we're going to call it off for now. We've accomplished a good deal of quests here in the Central Shroud, both at the Bannock and here at Gabino's Bower. So I'm going to go ahead and just equip my newly obtained bracelets. And so, yeah, there we go. You can't see them under the gloves, but I can assure you that they are there. So, we will take on Pauline's next challenge tomorrow. And so, with that, I just want to take another opportunity to remind everyone that in 2 days is my Twitch stream in support of World Autism Awareness Day. Of course, I've been putting reminder announcements at the start of the videos, but I always want to be sure because we want to be able to ensure that we have as much support as possible for World Autism Awareness Day on Wednesday, and I hope that you can make it out. So, with that in mind, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. And when I join you again, we will take on Pauline's next challenge, and see if she has any more for us in store. Plus, if we get to a high enough experience level, we just might be able to take on the Lancers Guild's next challenge at level 10. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Novora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.